will start in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what flow we're gonna follow, Doug. Let's just kind of follow the same flow as we did the other night, only keep it shorter, obviously.
Yeah, we're on the air, guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
everybody knows we're planning this right now.
Yeah, right.
Just kidding.
Perfect in action, right?
Yeah.
I got this great quote. I've learned so much from my mistakes. I'm sorry. I've learned so much from the mistakes I've made. I'm considering making a few more.
Yeah.
Well, we do have people watching us right now. We want to say welcome, everybody. It is it's 1 minute actually till the top of the hour, but there are some people here. I do want to welcome you. This is like what are the things that you say, Doug? Like you don't have to get it right, you just have to get it going.
You got it. You don't have to get it right.
The other thing we came up with is that it's like imperfect action beats perfect inaction 100% of the time. So what we're really doing here is we're just taking action. We're about 24 hours, a little more than 48 hours actually, I think, since we had our last webinar. We went live a little about, I don't know, maybe what was it, you guys? Hey, there's Greg. There he is, the famous Greg Chambers.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Whoa.
So listen, quickly, we only want to spend about an hour with you guys here tonight. The other day we beat you up for like an hour and a half on the webinar. And for those of you guys who were really big, you really think big, you joined me and Doug yesterday. We spent 3 hours. It kind of reminded me of the old Jerry Lewis telethon. We were just on the telephone taking questions and talking to people out there in the world who are excited about what's going on here. So tonight we're just going to cover a couple things, okay? We're going to go over some announcements on what you can expect over the next week. We're going to talk to you a little bit about who the players really are. I'm going to show you a video here in a moment that is really, really cool. This video is something that came in. I think it showed up in my house on my Skype. I want to say it was 11 o'clock last night, maybe midnight, which means these guys who created it, namely Adam, it was 2 in the morning, I think, because he's in the Central Time Zone, I think. So I'm like, whoa, these guys are nonstop. They're relentless. So this brand new video is very, very cool. I'm going to show it to you guys in about 1 minute, so get ready. I want to wait for a few more people to get here. But, I just want to say a couple things here before I turn it over. We have with us Greg, and you guys never saw Greg. There he is right there, living large. And there's Adam and of course, Doug. One of the things I just want to say at the very beginning here about this first 24 hours, it's been remarkable. I hope that some of these guys, these are the founders, they'll share with you some of the stats as far as how many people have actually taken advantage of our pre-launch opt-in, and then how many people are on our Facebook page. I think that's public. It's about 800 people or so, give or take, and that's within the first 24 hours. And, I've been around the industry for a long time, and I've started companies, and I've participated in launches before, and the numbers that we're seeing here in the first 24 hours, to me, are, like, big. Now, I know to Adam, this is his playground, man. This is his wheelhouse, and I know Greg and Doug, they're involved in, like, some big thought, and they've built big companies. For me, though, I represent some of those old school direct selling pros, and when we think about putting thousands of people into a deal within the first 24 hours, it's like, it blows my mind. But it's really, really exciting because it speaks to really what can be done here. Now, we got a lot of stuff coming for you guys, right? Quickly, right now, I want to let you know that we do join together every single morning, 5 days a week at 11 a.m. Eastern, at something called RadioLeverage.com. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to put on the Facebook page every day announcements about what's going on today in our community. But we want to keep it real, right? We're transparent. We want you guys to have access. So every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern, it's an open forum. It's a discussion. If you have a question, if you have a comment, we want to keep it good news, but we're going to open it up every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern. It's at RadioLeverage.com. We stream live on the internet, and we archive all those calls. And we'll get this stuff out to you. We'll put it on the Facebook page as well so you know where to find us. Also, quickly, I want you to remember Saturdays. This is big, man. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, this is over at RadioLeverage.com. And there's a dial-in number. Okay, the reason we do it on that platform is because you don't have to be in front of your computer to access the information. You can be in your car, in your cubicle, at your kid's baseball game, whatever it is that you do, you can get a hold of us and you can connect. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We never miss. That's one cool thing. We've never missed since we started this. You get to hear from Doug and you get to hear from Greg. And they always bring good training, and they talk about the community, they talk about where we're going, and then they always bring an offer, some kind of a really sweet offer, an incentive for those of you who are here to take action and get your hands on some bonus traffic. I've seen over the last 6 months, really big offers have been given there. So you want to make sure that you're plugged into that, okay? You certainly do. So before we get any further into me, because I'm a long-winded dude, as you know, what I'm going to do right now is quickly, and again, this is imperfect action, guys. We've yet to do this live. Here's the video that came into me at like 11:30 last night, and this really is going to give you, especially those of you guys who have been with us for a while, you're loyal members of ILS, you've heard about this dude, Adam. You know, he is like, he's a legend in my mind, and I'm probably one of many, many people who are like, who is this? As a matter of fact, Adam, yesterday when we were doing that 3-hour marathon, me and Doug, a guy came on the thing, he came on the call, he put his hand in the air, and he said, yeah, I just went to an event. I was driving to an event, and when I was there, I found out that Adam wasn't going to be there. And he said, so I said to my buddy, you know, where's Adam? And it's like, whoa, where's Adam? It's like, remember Where's Waldo in the pizza? You know, like, where's Adam? People are going, where's Adam? Well, this guy goes to our pre-launch 2 days ago, and he goes, whoa, there's Adam. He goes, there he is. Is it true? Remember, Doug? And he goes, man, I can't believe he's here. Whoa, our results, this is like, woo. So here's Adam. For those of you guys who have yet to meet Adam, I'm going to show this to you guys, and then we are going to we're going to talk to him. Here we go. Hey, we're back. Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man.
We're back. Hey, there it is. You know what? I got a chat thing here. I'm going to open up this chat and take a look. And I'm looking in the chat. People are digging the video. Okay, right now guys are saying, hey man, how do I get this? Is there a URL live? You know, super excited. The complete package. I don't know if you can see that chat, you guys, but there it is. Can you see it?
Yeah, they all can.
Yep. Okay, cool. Well, listen, I'm going to shut the chat box down. Adam, I'm going to pass it over to you. You're the guy. You know, I'm really, really excited. I'm so relieved that a stud like you was here on the case with us. So I'm going to turn it over to you, man, to bring us up to speed, up to date on what's going on and what you think is going to be happening. And then we're going to bring Doug out here in a minute. He's going to handle some questions that have come in. People are wondering about some comp plan issues and how that really works, so we're primed for that discussion as well. But Adam, the floor is yours, bro.
Awesome. Well, did everybody love the video? I mean, the video pretty much said it all, right? The video says why I'm here, you know, why we're committed to building this thing, and really, I mean, there isn't much more to say than that. There's so much here that's so good that it was like a no-brainer for us when we came on board. So we're just excited to be here more than anything. And that link, just so everybody knows, the link that we posted in the chat there, it's actually in your back office as well, so you can see it at the bottom. Any page that has a link actually has that affiliate page link, so anybody can use that. And the purpose of that link is more for people that are actually in the industry already. So, you know, you wouldn't send that, usually you wouldn't send that to cold traffic. You wouldn't just send random people to it, because a lot of people, it's not really going to speak to them if they're not in this industry, if they don't understand what this industry is about and kind of what companies are out there and what the issues with companies are. So it's really for someone who's already an affiliate. Even if they're big or small, it doesn't really matter what level. Anybody who's in affiliate marketing or in MLM, they kind of all have the same understanding about how these things work, and so they're going to be able to see the value in that video. Somebody who's totally fresh, you can send them straight to the other page, straight to the trafficauthority.net with your username at the end, and that will speak more to them, because that's for somebody who's fresh. So just so you guys know, the difference between those two links is one is for leaders or people who are more experienced, and one is for people who are brand new. So that's kind of why we did that. Now, I want to show you guys some of the things that we've been doing here lately, and then I'll pass it to Doug, and he can talk about comp plan stuff. But there's been some things added to the back office. Let me see if I can share my screen. I just want you guys to know what's going on, because I assume, has everybody here watched the videos? Everybody understands, you know, from a 10,000-foot view, kind of what's going on here. You understand what the products are. You understand how the compensation plan works, and you just want to know kind of maybe a little bit more details and things like that of what you're supposed to do. Is everybody on the same page, or is there people here that are just know nothing? You know, I'm assuming if you're in on this, you kind of know something, so I'm not going to go into depth on every little thing, but I will take you and kind of show you the more advanced things and what you should be doing. So unless somebody says otherwise, I'm just going to go straight in and start showing you some cool stuff.
Well, I'll just jump in here really quickly, let everybody know that, you know, this is really like a members-only webinar. So the people who are here are people who are already members of ILS for the last 6 months. And Adam's like, it's like bringing in a ringer. You know what I mean? It's like bringing in a ringer to a team that already was doing extraordinarily well. Like you said in the video, man, you know, Doug and Greg, they've done extraordinary things. They've made a ton of money. They've impacted a lot of people. So we're going to do next week, you know, or in the coming weeks, we'll be doing webinars that are designed for people who are looking at the program and considering whether or not this is an option for them. So there, done.
Cool, man. Mm-hmm. Can you guys see my screen?
I can.
Okay, perfect. So I'm sure all of you guys, if you're here, you've seen this back office. I just want to run through it really quick and just take you guys kind of through the back office, because on the webinar we did the other day, we weren't able to do this. We weren't, you know, we just weren't at that point where we wanted to expose every little thing yet. So I kind of want to take you guys through and just explain how this works and what you should be doing so that you can really take this and go do something with it over the next couple of weeks. So first of all, people see, I should probably actually, you guys know that the first page people see has a video on it that just does all the selling. They create a free account, and then they end up back here. So the purpose of this back office is first to educate them, obviously take them through this, you know, this few steps right away, and then take them to where they can actually start marketing right away. So the reason why we did this pre-launch is because a lot of times when you launch a company, they'll just launch their products and nobody really knows what's going on. Like, they'll just do the company launch and there's no education process where people can really grasp the real thing we're trying to do here. So we want to create a way for you to actually bring in everybody that you know, everybody that's within your sphere of influence to get educated before they actually have to buy something. And that's what we found to be the best way to do it, because getting someone to buy something first before they're educated then if they get back there and they get educated afterwards and they don't understand it or they don't like it, then they're just going to quit. So it's better to actually completely educate them first, get them kind of immersed in the community, get them actually committed to it and recruiting people, and then on launch day, if they're already committed to it, then you know that they're going to get in, they're going to buy the products, they're going to get started, and they're already going to have a team. So it's like giving somebody that jump start before they actually have to commit to buying something that will actually make them more committed in the end. So that's kind of the purpose of us doing all this and doing a pre-launch in general, is just so you can build that team for free, very low resistance, get everybody in that you know that would like to have some kind of opportunity, and then on launch day, hopefully they liked it and they're committed and they'll actually join, and you'll make a lot of money on launch day. So that's kind of the purpose of doing something like this, just so you guys know. And as we take them through the process, so the first thing, they watch the company launch plan video. We actually have something down here where they can download it and they can actually read it if they want to read it. Second one's compensation plan, so we take them through the compensation plan. Same thing here, they can download it, read it. Step 3, they find out how to start marketing their link. That's why we have their link on this page, so you can just hit copy URL and you can actually start marketing this link. This is the link that you take out there and you spread it all over the place, and we have training, we have all kinds of things that we're going to be doing that are going to help you get that link out there and get as many people into your free pre-launch system as possible. Now, we already have people that just in the first day, literally 3,000 people came in the first 24 hours. So just so you guys know the scale of how big this is going to be, in the first 24 hours of a 2-week pre-launch, 3,000 people are already on board. A lot of the leaders, a lot of the people out there, they don't even know about it yet. So literally by the time we launch this, there's going to be 50,000, 60,000 people in just the pre-launch, and a big portion of those could be yours because you're here right at the beginning. So if you get started right now, you could end up with 100, 200, 1,000 people in here when we actually launch, and if we even convert a small percentage of those, you're going to make a whole lot of money. So that's the power of being in something like this where you can bring people in for free, is you get a ton of people through the front door, they get immersed in it, and they figure it out, and they feel like they can get started without any big commitment, any monetary commitment. And then if they bring in some people, they're fully committed and they'll actually buy on launch day. So you're seeing it's already working. If there's 3,000 people that sign up in the first 24 hours and we barely got started, it's going to be much, much bigger than that by the time we're done here. So a couple things here. Join the Facebook community. Any of you guys that haven't done this, on step 3 is where you can join the Facebook community. So make sure you click on that, join the community, because that's where we're going to be posting all the updates, all the different things that we're doing. We're also going to have an update blog. That's something that just got finished today. So we'll be posting the marketing plans that we talked about. Basically, these marketing plans are going to be on the blog. So this button doesn't work completely yet, but it will here within the next few days. Probably at least by Monday, we'll start actually doing those daily marketing plans every single day that'll walk you through what to do. Now, it's not going to be much more than what's actually in the marketing training, but it will give you the resources. It'll give you an email to post or to send out every day. It'll give you a new social media post to post every day, and it'll just break it down for you in steps. So if you're brand new, you can just follow the plan. You can follow step by step, and you'll have a structured marketing plan to follow every single day that'll get people through the front door of your business. So on launch day, you actually have a team, and you start making money right away. So the next thing after they go through the marketing plan is go over to the marketing training. So this is where all of our different resources are. We have Facebook training, emailing training, buying traffic, and contacting leaders. So Facebook, if you click on these, you can actually get all the resources. If you watch her video, Isa actually walks you through how to post on Facebook, how to send private messages to people. She just teaches you the basics of how it's done, and then you take the messages that we've already done for you, and you have to go out there and take action. You have to get people to your link. You have to get people to see those messages, and you really just, you have to go out there and you have to take action for this to work. So it's not going to do it for you, but we give you as much as we possibly can. We literally give you the copy and paste messages to take out there into the world and send to people. So feel free to change them. I mean, obviously you don't just want to copy and paste exactly what we say. Put it into your own words, but we give you a guideline to follow, and that's actually the most important piece that people need. They need to see something. They're like, well, what do I do? If they can see something where it's like, oh, I get it. I just need to start a little conversation. It's not that difficult to start a conversation with someone, but if you have a script to follow at the beginning, it can help you out. So that's why we posted all these different resources for you. And you can see here below all the resources, we actually have the links that you can promote. So there's 2 different links. One is the straight up pre-launch link. That's the one that you probably came in at first. And then we have this new link down here, the affiliate page link, which is the video of me. That's kind of it's almost a pre-sell for the pre-launch, which just sounds kind of funny, but that's really what it is. It's me. You saw the video. It's me just telling the reasons why we got committed to this company. And that's what the leaders want to hear. That's what people who are in this industry want to hear is what makes this different. What makes this stand out from every other thing that's out there that gets launched on a daily basis. Because it really is different. Everything that we're doing here is vastly different than every other opportunity out there. It can literally appeal to anyone who's already in an opportunity. They don't have to drop what they're doing to do this. So it's something that can literally be taken to anyone. And that's far superior to everything I've ever seen. So we really do have something special. So you definitely want to get this out there as much as you possibly can. Second thing is emailing. So this is if you already have an email list or if you have a contact list even in your Gmail. I mean, you could be sending personal emails to people. We have personal emails you can send out, and then we have email solo ads. So this is something where you actually can go out and have someone send an email on your behalf. Or if you have an email list, you can send solo ad emails to your email list to get them through the front door, to get them over to this link or this link, whichever one you want to use. You can send this out to them and get them to that link. That's your goal, is to get as many people to that link as you possibly can to create a free account before we go live on August 19th. So the next one is buying traffic. This one isn't totally working yet, but it will be, I would say, easily by Monday, probably before that even. I think they're actually working on it right now. And this is where you'll actually be able to buy traffic either from us, from the Traffic Authority, or you'll be able to buy it from solo ad providers. So we'll have a couple different solo ad providers on there that are our recommended sources, even outside of Traffic Authority, because there is other good traffic sources out there as well. And we test them all the time. So we're only going to put the best ones back here, obviously. We're not going to put some crappy solo ad resource back there. But we will put some of the good ones back there that we've tested and we know actually work. And then also, you can buy ours, like I said. And the actual advantage to buying ours will be that it actually will go towards your qualification when we launch this thing. So that is a big benefit, is if you do purchase traffic during the pre-launch through that Traffic Authority link, it's going to count towards your qualification when we launch. So just know that. It'll kind of be sitting back in this qualification bank, and then when we launch, it'll actually get counted towards your qualification. So that's a pretty cool feature of buying traffic from us on this page. And then there's contacting leaders. So this is the one that got done today. We actually need to change this because I don't think there's actually a phone script. There's just an email script. But we'll change that button. But the link you would use with this contacting leaders idea is this one, is the second one. If you're contacting people who are already in the industry and already experienced, you definitely want to use this affiliate link, affiliate and leaders link, because it's going to speak to them directly. It's going to tell them what they want to hear so that they can actually get the information they need right up front and then go through the pre-launch sales funnel after that. So any questions, guys, before I keep going? I'm flying through it, but I just want to make sure we get through it within the hour. So let me look at my chat box before we go on.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on the chat box who are excited about this.
Just like shout out if there's like an important thing that I'm missing or a question, just shout it out so I don't have to go back and.
Okay, we'll do that.
Oh, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. I'm showing you guys the secret stuff there. Okay, so the next thing we got here is marketing resources. So we have, like I said, on those other pages, we have these marketing resources too, like the solo ad emails, all that kind of stuff. These are just emails that you can use. Just so you know that the way they work is when there's arrows like this, this should actually be the link. So I know a lot of you guys have already done internet marketing. Some of you may not have. So if you're sending this out, you want to put your link in this email either below this. If you're just sending it to a friend, you're not usually going to hyperlink the email if you're sending it to a friend or something. You just put a link right below that. Same thing with this. You see there's arrows. Wherever they put arrows, that's where there's meant to be a link. So that's where you would actually link to your page. So same thing here. See that? So you just copy these and send them out and change them however you want to, so that it's in your language. But it just gives you a guide. It gives you something to work with right from the beginning. You can see there's longer ones, all these different things. We have the leader email in here, so this is the one that actually speaks a little bit more about the company and why it's good, and it speaks more a leader's language, somebody who's already in the industry's language. And with this email, you would send that page, the leaders and affiliate page, with this email. Next thing, Facebook posts. So these are actually posts that you can use on Facebook. Post them right on your wall with the link, and they'll get people's attention, ask them questions, things like that. Usually you ask people questions on Facebook. That's what kind of gets them to respond to you and actually take a look at what you're doing. We have these images, and these are actually getting changed. We had a couple of people bring up that we really shouldn't be using their images, and I actually told the designer this, but he kind of ignored me. But we will be kind of just changing these. We're still going to use the same idea, but we're actually not going to use the Facebook logo, the Google logo, Zuckerberg's face, just not actually use their stuff that could potentially get us in trouble. I mean, chances are they wouldn't say anything just because it's you know, they wouldn't say anything in time by the time the pre-launch is over, but we don't want to put ourselves at risk as a company, obviously. So we're going to change all these banners. Same thing with the other banners. I'm actually going to work on them tonight, see if I can't get the designer to just kind of just take Zuckerberg's face off, you know, take the actual Facebook logo off and just write Facebook. You know, it's some simple changes. They'll be very similar, but they're just not going to actually use their intellectual property. You know, his face is definitely something that's his own property, so we shouldn't be using that. But we'll get that taken care of, no problem. And we'll actually be coming out with other banners too, because we have other, you know, things that we can use besides just, do you want to make money like Facebook? I mean, there's other tons of stuff that we can use on banners for this company, because it's a traffic company and all kinds of things. So we can say, you know, do you want to get paid to sell traffic? Simple as that. They're like, oh yeah, cool, yeah, I want to do that. You know? So there's a lot we can work with in this company. So we'll definitely be cranking out banners and different things as we go along. So the other thing we have is these affiliate flyers. So these are really cool. I actually have a couple more of these too. And it's just meant to give, it's kind of like that leader affiliate email. It's meant to just give a little bit more information, like just you know, something you could send either in an email or directly to a leader on Facebook or something like that, where it just gives them a little bit more information. You can post it on your wall. You know, somebody might see it and be like, oh, cool. You know, it makes a lot more sense when they actually see the bullets. So people are just attracted to different things. You know, some people are attracted to curiosity, where it's like, do you want to make money like Facebook? And they're like, oh yeah, and they click it. Other people aren't. Like me, I wouldn't be attracted to that at all. I wouldn't click on that. And it's just because I'm more analytical. I want to know the details before I click on something. So this is something that can just appeal to a different type of person. So it just gives all the details. You see we have another one here. And I actually have another one as well that's like this that has a button on it. So I'll probably put that up here tomorrow or sometime like that. So those are the resources. You guys can grab any of these. You see now we have download buttons, so you can actually download the images. And then next thing, calendar. This page is going to change here shortly. We're actually going to change this so it has all the different calendar stuff on it, where, you know, like it has our daily calls, it has our webinars, it has all those different resources, and then it also tells you what the pre-launch period is and everything like that. That way you guys have a calendar you can actually go to and click on the things that are happening, get the links, everything like that. So this will be changing here pretty quick. The downline, don't really need to show that. Downline and leaderboard, yeah, see, leaderboard isn't totally working yet, but it is going to be working here the next probably day. I know Chad was working on it today. But this is basically the contest. So this is our for the pre-launch. We're doing $10,000 in prizes. It's going to be 2 weeks long. So there's going to be the first week we're actually going to have a contest for $5,000 in prizes. Second week we're going to have a contest for another $5,000 in prizes, and it's for the people who get the most pre-launch signups. So we're just going to be giving away traffic and some cool stuff for anybody that's actually very active in signing people up. So you definitely have, by being in this early, you definitely have a huge advantage. So if you want to win some of that money, just get out there and sign up the most free pre-launch members, and you can actually get some of that $5,000 in prizes. So I would definitely recommend going crazy on that right from the start. The next, I feel like I was going to talk about something else. I don't think I have any downline in this test yet. Anything, Doug, or you guys want to say really quick? I'm gonna show some pages and stuff too, just because I haven't really shown anything outside of pre-launch. But
you know, all I want to say is that it is so smashing. It is so beautiful, and there's so many resources and so many tools for people to come out here and just crush the living crap out of this. Okay, it's amazing. So I would leave no stone unturned, my friends. That's all I'm gonna say.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in here. I see a question came up about whether or not people are having results yet, and I think you just said a moment ago that we're up to 3,000 people in 24 hours.
Oh yeah.
But we're still in pre-launch, right? Like as far as money moving, the current ILS, and Doug, I would really like you to comment on what's happening with the current ILS community and what's happening right there, because there is a question that came up regarding first data that's a little bit advanced. We can save that question for later, but yeah, man, people are having results and priming the pump for sure.
Oh yeah, huge results. I mean, in 24 hours, 3,000 people is insane. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's going very, very quickly. Mm-hmm. It's going very viral out there. So
that's way cool.
Doug, ready to come out or no?
Well, yeah. I mean, I was going to say, you know, that 3,000 number that's not even taking into consideration everybody that's already in ILS, right? So it's even a much larger number than that, right? Adam and I were just messing around a little while ago, and I wrote down a number yesterday as soon as we started this on a piece of paper, and I'll show you my number on the 19th. We'll see how close we are to this number here. Could be way more, way less, I don't know, but I think we're going to come close to it. And like Adam said, there are so many marketers that we know, and even that we don't know, that are going to get a hold of this, that are just going to crush it. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be big. It's going to be. I think it's going to be way over my expectations here, which is what I'm really looking for.
My name's Adam White again.
And you know, here's the last thing I really do want to say, and I touched on this just the other day. Maybe we touched on it yesterday, Joe, during our 3-hour marathon, right? We've done pre-launches in the past where it was totally blind. And Adam, I'm sure you've done the same thing. You know, where it was like totally blind. Okay. I mean, when I tell you total hype, and you never saw anything, we got to half the number I've got on my paper. Well, now you guys know everything. You're seeing everything. Everybody that's coming into this environment also sees everything. They know what's at stake. They know the numbers. There's no secrets here, okay? All the dollars are on the table. All the opportunities here. Well, you know, you're not seeing the launch marketing funnels and all that, okay? That's a different conversation. You may not be seeing the capture page builder and the training and the other tools and resources that are in here, but at least you're getting an understanding of what's here for you guys, right? Which is far more than most anybody usually gives in a pre-launch, you know, phase anyway, right? They just kind of hide everything behind the curtain and they rip it open, you know, a week or 2 weeks later and go, surprise!
And then it's a piece of crap.
Right.
I mean, to be honest, this pre-launch funnel I feel like is better than most actual marketing systems out there.
You're right, for
I mean,
sure.
If that doesn't tell you anything, you know, the caliber of the pre-launch funnel, I don't know what will.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, everybody.
The actual company funnels are way better than this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, heavily produced. I mean, real fast action, moving production, motion stuff. It's going to be cool when you guys see that. So that's all I'm going to say here. Thank you.
Cool. Well, yeah, I mean, speaking of not showing them anything, right, I wanted to show them some stuff just because I feel like we've only shown them, like, the pre-launch. You know, we haven't really shown any of the back offices, any of the new stuff, right? And I know we're going to hold some of that back, so these guys are going to kill me because they want to hold it back, right? for when we actually, like, you know, release it to everyone. But I just want to give you guys kind of a taste of where we're going, you know, because we talked about retail sales funnels and how we're kind of making this shift away from just focusing on the business opportunity to focusing more on the retail side of the business and actually positioning this company as a real professional brand that you can go out there and be proud of. So I just want to show you, like, this is one of the pages. This is one of our retail style pages. This is actually the home page for the company. And pretty much all the retail pages are of this caliber. So it's like basically the way that this page works. When someone comes to this page, they get a message right at the top. So you can see it's almost just like a capture page. It's actually saying, you know, do you need high quality traffic for your business? We'll send you fresh, high converting traffic starting today. This guaranteed is going to be gone, but it'll just say starting today. And then they have a video. So we'll have a super high produced video. We actually have this video. It just got done. It's not this video, obviously, but there'll be a video that pops up. They can watch the video, and then they can click here to get started now. It'll have a pop-up, and they'll create their free account. So this is what I was talking about when I said somebody will actually create a free account before they come into our retail back office. It'll either be on a page like this, where it's more of an information page, or it'll be on a page that has traffic packages. It has all the information they would need. Like for this page is more focused on the entire opportunity. It shows everything. It shows, you know, here's the products we have. We have everything you need to build your online business. Here's the traffic store. You know, we give kind of the information about the traffic store. We give the information about the traffic optimizer, what different tools we offer inside there, the email capture pages, the tracking, all those different things. The Traffic Academy, you know, do you want to steal our traffic generation secrets? We talk about the Traffic Academy and what they get. They get the training course, the certification, the live training from the experts, the 30-day traffic plan. So there's all different things. You know, we actually tell them what it is. You know, before they even get on the inside, we show them, here's our products. You know, here's what this thing is. You know, here's the people's results that have been using it. Here's what you get if you want to get paid to sell our products. So this is talking about the retailer in this section. So they can actually see the full picture of what this business is and what makes us different before they actually get on the inside. So this is what I mean when we say retail pages. this is a retail page. It's not a hyped up thing that you throw in front of somebody that wants a business opportunity. It's something that you throw in front of a real business owner, and they see it and they're like, wow, yeah, I do need traffic for my business, and this looks really nice, and I want to create a free account and find out what they're doing. That's kind of the type of image that we're going for now with Traffic Authority. So are you guys excited about that? How many of you guys like that page?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you actually even changed the buttons, man, since the last time I was at that page.
Oh yeah,
you guys...
like this is it's an ever evolving thing.
Yeah,
we make it better. But yeah, there'll be other pages. Like this is just the first one. We'll have a second one that actually has the traffic packages as kind of the featured thing at the top. It'll have lots of testimonials, things like that. Somebody would actually commit to buying a traffic package, and then they would create their free account. The other one will be more focused on the products, the actual the other products. So kind of talked about that the other day, but I just want to show you guys that. Here is what the actual business opportunity sales funnels look like. So I know you guys probably have seen maybe the ones that they have today. Little bit different. We're actually even more retail focused on the business opportunity side. Actually showing what the brand is, making the video focused on the on the actual opportunity, on what opportunity we have here. It's not going to be blind. It's going to actually be telling it like it is, and exactly what this opportunity is. Obviously none of these headlines or anything are right, so just kind of ignore this stuff. This is actually a completely different video too, so it's not the actual video or anything, but this is what the page will look like. And you can see, like, I just had my designer throw it together so you guys can see the different elements. But the way that we actually will do this is there'll be a video, and then it'll have like a little countdown timer. And then the button will pop up. Somebody will click the button and say, yes, I want this. And then this will come up. So we actually do the checkout on the page because it converts the best. But you can see it. The pages just look really awesome. And it's actually going to be a very professional feel. It's just going to stand out from everything else that's out there when we actually release this to the public. So cool.
Well,
anything else, guys? What do you guys got? I feel like I'm hogging the mic.
Man, you're doing great.
Well, you got me in awe here, man. I'm looking at some of these people here in the chat. They're like really excited. People want to know, is this ready to roll? When are we going to get these videos, the retail videos? Everything is coming on, what is it, the 19th, correct?
Yeah, the 19th.
We're still in pre-launch, man. This is still,
we're
still building.
I'm showing this to you guys so you can get excited about promoting the pre-launch, knowing what's coming. Like that is what's going to be released on the 19th. You're going to have all of that stuff on the 19th. You're going to have all the tools, all the sales funnels, everything on that day. And when you see it, you're going to be like, wow, no company's ever launched with all of this stuff actually there and working. That's going to be a big thing that sets us apart too, is it's actually going to be there. You're going to have a business from day one. It's not just going to be like we're throwing you into it to test it. We are testing it now. It's like, and that's drastically different than everything else that ever comes out. So
somebody just put in the chat room, they wanted to know, is this legal? It's so cool. They're wondering if it's legal. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, it's legal. We got lots of lawyers. Now, the one thing that wasn't legal that the lawyer told us today was using Zuckerberg's face. So you know that we have lawyers if they're like, dude, you can't do that. You need to take that down right now.
When you were talking,
yeah, I mean, we have lawyers. We run everything that we do past them. I mean, Doug took them all those pages, and that's one thing he pointed out. He said, guys, don't do that. Everything else, you're cool, but don't use Zuckerberg's face. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely legal, and everything we're doing here is above board.
I actually made a note here. I said, Adam said on the 6th of August, yes, Zuckerberg's face is his property.
Yeah.
You said
that. You're right.
I got it written on my pad, so now I'm gonna use that all the time. The cool thing I would say though is really this whole legal aspect, the fact that we were very concerned and people pointed it out and Doug immediately went to the legal team, it just says so much about, like, the gargoyle aspect, right? Like, we're gargoyles. We're going to here to protect this for the long haul. All this work. You think of all the team that is put in all the time. I heard through the grapevine, Adam, you've been working on this project for months behind the scenes and, conspiring with Greg and Doug. I mean, all this time, all this effort, all this experience, all this money, all this talent, the last thing we want to do is blow this thing up because of Zuckerberg's face. You know what I mean? So I love that, the legal team is saying, all right, boys, you guys want to be here for a long time? You want this to be people can retire here? Then here's some steps you got to take right now, and I love that. Okay, I love that.
I mean, to me, this company is more legal than 99% of companies out there. Mm-hmm. The reason why most companies aren't legal is because they don't sell retail. Like that's the beauty of this company is it is literally going to be over 50% retail. I guarantee you our sales, I guarantee it, we will do over 50% of our sales as retail. And that's unheard of in the MLM industry and the network marketing, even if, you know, like everything. People usually buy the products to sell the products. That's it. You know, they're not actually a customer, only a customer. They're in the opportunity. That's it. So with this company, it's going to be completely different. So that's, to me, we're more legal than almost every company out there because we're actually focused on retail. So.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. It really is. It's exciting, man. It's very, very exciting. I know we're running long. We're getting a little bit close to the top of the hour. We want to keep it like lean so people can spend time with whatever it is they need to do in the evenings. I know some people had some questions, and we've given you guys a lot of stuff here tonight. This is pre-launch time, right? This is primarily for those people who are in ILS, maybe hearing the buzz, they're coming here. The stuff that was covered tonight, we're going to go into more detail. As a matter of fact, what I was thinking, Adam, is we can just, every once in a while when we've got a bunch of enhancements, we can just throw up one of these Hangouts and have people come and say, hey, look at what's going on today, without a lot of predictability. We're going to have a schedule, a specific schedule. We're going to do Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, but we're going to bring this stuff to you guys pretty regularly. And I know that we went through a lot of stuff here so far quickly, Adam, and we're going to be able to go back and revisit this as it goes live. And in the interest of time, I know that that Doug, you have some stuff. You have some questions that were acquired on the Facebook page. And by the way, Facebook page, again, that is where you go and you get your questions answered in real time. That thing is there so you guys can have a, like, 24/7, man. It's like, put something in. There's always going to be an administrator in there being able to, hopefully, and we will get there to handle your questions. So there have been some stuff. There has been some stuff come up, Mr. Doug, so you want to maybe go ahead and cover a couple of things, if that's cool?
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. Thanks so much, man. And then, guys, Joe just said it right there. There's a lot of stuff. The official Q&A thread right there at the Traffic Authority VIP Mastermind. Gosh, we've got almost 1,000 people that have already joined this thing in just the last 24 hours, which is totally great. But there's an ongoing thread. You'll see it right there towards the top here. And the first thing I really want to say is thank you to everybody that is co-contributing, right? You're really spot on. You've been helping your tribe here, and that's really cool, man, for everybody. Secondly, there's no dumb questions, right? Okay, so make sure, if you don't know the answer, boom, put it out there, or the question rather, put it out there, and we're going to figure it out. We also have that support at trafficauthority.net. We've got people standing by. Not 24/7. We're open for business on Eastern Standard Time, but we're going a whole lot longer than most right now. So email us at support@trafficauthority.net if you need some personalized attention. Okay, we had a bunch come in today, as a matter of fact, and the guys at the home office did a great job of fielding those. Somebody just asked me a question on my Skype here. Owen, he asked, is this webinar going to get replayed any place? Can they see, can they get this in the back office tomorrow? Adam, I didn't know the answer to that. Maybe you've got. I
know that it's a Google Hangout, so it's published somewhere, so we can grab the link from somewhere and blast it out. Yeah.
Yep, no problem. We'll do that.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Anytime we do this. So archive. We should probably have some sort of a resource center, archive this, that. Sure. We could drop it in people's emails, but some people don't get their emails or whatever the case is. But if it's in the back office, that would be totally cool. There's been, I don't want to say confusion or misunderstanding, but the one thing regarding the comp plan, we've told you guys about the 50-50 and the 80-20. Well, in the old plan, there are very strict rules when it comes to, and so that rule is carrying over here to the new plan. We just wanted to make sure that we conveyed this really clearly. I did a pretty good job, I believe, of putting together a pretty hefty explanation with a few examples towards the bottom of the official Q&A thread here on the Facebook. But I just want to tell you that the one specific rule that's walking from the old plan into the new plan, which will always stay, is that at the traffic levels, basic, bronze, silver, gold, all the way up to diamond, right? As an example, if you come into this business and you're a gold, or you decide to purchase your gold traffic package, okay? Let's say during that 72-hour period, or hey, you could be coming over from ILS and you're just a gold traffic member right now, right? That means you're qualified to receive commissions all the way up to and inclusive of your gold traffic package, basic, bronze, silver, and gold. So if you bring somebody into the business that's on your pay line under you or way down below them, as an example, and they decide to buy a platinum package or higher, platinum, titanium, diamond, and you're gold, well, what's going to happen is that commission is going to is going to look to see who they bought a platinum as an example, and they are going to give that commission to the qualified member or higher, right? And then the 80-20, 50-80-20 thing, that's going to kick in right there, okay? That's how it works. Now, through gold member who get that commission, well, the qualification bank is going to kick in, okay? The qualification bank, I apologize, the qualification bank is going to kick in. And that means while the commission goes upline, right, qualification bank. And what we do is we drop points, okay, dollar value, full dollar value, retail dollar value points, which will help you advance in the compensation plan, okay? It takes 3 times as many points to move from one level to the next level to the next level. So as an example, if you're a basic and you wanted to go bronze, well, you're going to need 600 qualification bank points to move to bronze.
So to clarify, Doug, because you're breaking up pretty bad, so I'll clarify this and then kind of restate what you said.
Great.
You have to get 3 times the value, right, of what a package is. So if it's the $220 package that you want to qualify for, and you don't want to buy a traffic package, technically you just want to go out and sell. You actually have to sell 3 times. So you have to sell $660 worth of traffic products to qualify for the $220 package. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Just want to make sure. So that's because you're breaking up. So I just want to kind of let people know how that works. Basically, what he says in a nutshell is if you aren't qualified at a specific level, then and somebody purchases above the level that you're qualified at, you're going to pass that person up. Technically, that sale is going to skip you and go to the next qualified sponsor. It's going to either go to the person directly above you or someone above them if they're not qualified. And when that happens, that sale actually counts towards your qualification bank. So it's almost like this little pool of sales that in the future can help you qualify for higher levels. So you have like this pool of money that's sitting there, and if you didn't purchase the packages, that pool of money can actually help you qualify for higher levels. But what you have to do to be able to qualify is you actually have to get 3 times the amount of volume. Since you didn't purchase the package, you have to do a little bit of extra work in selling to actually earn the qualification. So that's the way that the qualification works, exactly. So exactly what Kevin says, 3 times the volume is what actually qualifies you for that package. So if it's a $220 package you're trying to qualify for, you actually have to sell $660 worth of volume to qualify for that package. So it's just a good incentive for people to actually purchase the products, get traffic to their business, and start their business right away. So but there is that opportunity, obviously, if you don't want to do that and you just want to sell the products, you can easily get to that level just by selling products to get to the qualification level.
Can you guys hear me at all any better?
Yeah, I think you're actually a lot clearer now. You were just breaking up really bad.
The biggest confusion, though, was the people that would come in brand new into the business and they'd have to do the 50-50 split on their first 6. The confusion was they were thinking, if I sold my first 6, right, and I did the 50-50, that means I would be completely qualified all the way up for every level, and that's just not the case.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely not.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Gotcha. So yeah, the first 6 is just to get you past having to split 50-50. But yeah, you still have to qualify. You still have to go up to the top level if you want to. Yeah.
Awesome. Hey Joe, any more questions in the Q&A that you can go through real quickly, or we'll take a couple before we get out of here?
Mm-hmm. Well, the major questions were the ones that were answered, that were actually answered on the Facebook page. And I don't know, Doug, if you have pinned that Q&A. Maybe we should keep it there as pinned at the top for the rest of the evening. You can actually pin that post that you put in there addressing that question regarding the compensation and around the comp plan there.
Okay. It's the biggest one in there.
Yeah. If anybody has any questions, you can put it into the chat, right? Kevin, he asked a question that was just answered. Okay, when a broke affiliate sells it, how many sales do they have to make to qualify? That is a question that just came in. If anybody else, we do have that live chat. If you have a question that you have to get answered right now, then you can go ahead and put it in there. Also, again, remember that every single morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time at radioleverage.com is a live open forum. We only go for like 30 minutes. It's actually a radio broadcast is what we do. Go to radioleverage.com and we can get those questions answered for you tomorrow. At that platform, there is a dial-in number. I don't have it in front of me right now, but you can get it at the website, and you can call in 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday, and we will get you guys the questions answered every single morning. That's why we're doing that thing every single day. We also get into some other intangible stuff, mindset stuff. You know, we do have contests, and we've done some stuff there that's pretty cool. So that's a great way to stay connected to the community. Also, remember the Facebook page. For those of you guys that don't know what the Facebook page is, it's there's a shortcut there. It's EZ, like Edward Zebra, ez.com / TAFB.
Authority Facebook.
I'm sorry?
I said it's abbreviated for Traffic Authority Facebook group.
Right.
TAFB group.
Right. Okay, quickly, thank you very much, Adam. I'm looking at all these things. Somebody said, I asked a question earlier. Okay, thank you, you did. What happens to our existing ILS accounts, Doug?
Yeah, your existing ILS accounts, they're gonna roll right into the new Authority platform. On the 19th, you're going to have 72 hours to decide, at what level you're playing, and we're going to keep going from there. Your members that are underneath you inside your ILS business, they're going to survive with you, okay, and they're going to continue to go forward here. But from that moment on the 19th and beyond, it's all going to be set up wherever we go going forward. The 50-50, 80-20 rule is going to apply. Am I correct, guys?
Yeah, exactly. Like all the technically, we're not changing. Anybody who knows the lingo, we're not changing anything in the database. We're moving over. Essentially, ILS just becomes Traffic Authority. Nothing happens with the people who are already in. All those people stay in. They stay exactly where they are. We're just at this point doing this pre-launch so that you can bring in a ton of new people, and really you're bringing them into your ILS business. We're just changing the name. That's it. We're making it a more a name that actually suits what we're doing. So nothing's changing as far as where the system is and what members you have on your team, all those different things. We're just changing the name and how we pay out. That's it. Mm-hmm. And we have some people asking about merchant accounts. The merchant accounts, especially in this business, anybody who's ever had experience with merchant accounts where they, with this industry, it can be very difficult to keep merchant accounts in most businesses because, again, they're not focused on retail. They don't actually have a retailable product. They're just a business opportunity. And merchant providers don't really like business opportunities per se. They like retail products. So the beauty of traffic and traffic tools and traffic training is it's a retail product. So we're not going to have any issues with merchanting. That's already, it hasn't been an issue so far. The only reason it was actually an issue for these guys, and even us in our previous business, we had issues with merchants as well, is because of trials. Trials cause huge issues with merchants. And they actually, the merchant industry, for anybody that knows, they actually totally wiped out trials. If you're offering like trial memberships for $1 or for free in your business, they totally axed doing that, period. So that's the reason why a lot of people have had merchant issues in this industry recently, and that's the reason why we're not doing that. We're going retail. We're going to the point where we're going to keep great relationships with these merchant accounts, and we have a lot of safeguards in place for chargebacks and all these different things. Doug and Greg actually have even better safeguards in place that I've had in our previous businesses. For the chargebacks and just making sure the refunds aren't high, all those different things. They have that locked down. That was something that I learned a lot from them when we came here is how to just make sure that those numbers are always very small. So I feel very confident in the merchanting and just just the structure of the business and you actually keeping your customers around for a long time and not having refunds and chargebacks, it's going to be great compared to other businesses that are out there in this industry. So.
There's a couple more questions that are coming in here related to the comp plan. Like somebody just said, so I passed up more than 6 traffic sales, so am I now at 80-20? And I believe the answer is correct. However, and somebody else said, so what about like diamond level, right, the $8,000 level? So let's say that you're qualified at gold and you've already passed up 6. Well, yeah, then you're at 80-20, but only as far as gold is concerned. If you sell anything north of gold, like say somebody comes in at diamond, then that diamond is actually going to go around you. The money's going to go around you. You're going to keep the person. And that's a little bit of a technical discussion we probably should have in the future. But you've got to, water seeks its own level. And we've got a lot of people who will come in here and play at a high level. $8,000 that's the top tier. And there's a lot of people out there that play at the top tier level. 100%. And so, for sure. So, for those of you guys who are like holding back, and I see people in here who's like, well, I'm only at gold, and what should I do? Or, do I have to sell anything to make anything? Well, Adam, you already covered the qualification bank. So there's an opportunity for people to just go out there and refer sales. And if you got a big list, like me personally, I hope that you will just pass me up a whole bunch of sales because you do all the work and I make all the money. The benefit of getting positioned in a comp plan like this is that you capitalize on every dollar. So Ganesh, the guy who said, should I get in here at the $8,000 level? Yeah, I would get in here I'm at the diamond level. I play big. That's where you want to be in any program, especially here. So, yeah, if you've already passed up 6, you're going to be at 80-20, but not until we go live on the 19th. Here's something that you pointed out to me today, Doug, is that ILS is still ILS. Okay, we are only in pre-launch for Traffic Authority. So for those of you guys who are running an ILS business, your cha-chings, your commission checks, all of that stuff is still working, man. It is still working. You can't sign anybody up here for money in TA yet, right? But if I was you, I'd get qualified quickly, quickly.
For sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Well, what do you think, Joe? Should we put a bow on this thing and make sure everybody knows the phone number for the Saturday call, and let's get out of here?
Yeah. Do you know what? It's actually, if you guys, I don't even know what the numbers. It's not. I don't have it memorized. But what we do is we send emails, we send text messages all the time. And make sure that tomorrow morning, come tomorrow morning, we'll recover some of the stuff and go over some of the stuff again. And what we'll do again is open it up for questions. When you call in tomorrow, you can get any question that you have answered tomorrow. In the meantime, make sure you're there Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. You'll hear Doug and Greg once again going over some really. Here it is. Thank you, Doug. If you guys want to write this down, I don't have a screenshot I can set up. 914-338-0631. 914-338-0631. Just like on the telethon, right? Here it is again, 914-338-0631. The next time we meet here on a webinar, I'll have some slides on my side as well to give you guys the links and the phone numbers for some of this other stuff we do offline. And here's another question, e-wallet, that's coming. That e-wallet system will be coming in the next version for those of you guys who work outside of the USA. And that's it. I pass it back to you, Doug. Adam, thank you very much. I'm so happy to be working with you. I am just off the hook, dude. I really am. You're an amazing, creative person. And hey, Doug, floor's yours, man. I'll let you put a bow on it.
Yeah, man, absolutely, guys. Thank you so much. Did an incredible job. I wish we had Greg out here. Something happened with communication technology. You know how that goes, but he will definitely be out here Saturday with all of us here. Next webinar is you'll get a link. It'll be 8 p.m. again. And till then, guys, thank you so much. Go out and get your links. Go and get as many people as you can possibly get. Mm-hmm. Social media, send your text blasts, send your emails, get everybody and anybody inside your pre-launch funnel and help them to do the same thing also. This is a people helping people business. Just remember that, okay? It's not all about me. It's not all about you. It's about helping everybody. That's it, man. Thank you so much, Adam.
All right, well, and we'll post a link for a replay on this thing. And Justin, if you need your first data account, get that question answered tomorrow morning. Join us tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern on the radio, and I'll get that question answered for you. Okay, make it a good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Good night.